If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Will the Baltimore Orioles make the playoffs in 2012? Your time begins now.
I feel like I was just up here answering this question a couple minutes ago. I said yes, the Orioles are going to make the playoffs this year. Starting pitching's been a little weird and uncontrollable, but we've got the depth down in AAA. We can just continue to rotate these players out. I anticipate trading, maybe not Greinke, but somebody's going to come in and help complete this team.
I think with the roster we have now, we're not going to make the playoffs. You've seen the fast start has really just been an anomaly. I mean, we're falling apart right now heading into the All-Star break. In order to make the playoffs, they need to trade for a Zach Greinke or a Matt Garza or someone and an added bat. There's just no way with the roster we have right now. There's way too many holes for us to make the playoffs at this point.
As much as you want it to happen, it's not going to happen unless a significant move is made within the next 10 days. You can't expect this kind of a team whose power numbers have dropped dramatically. Between May and June, they went from 45 homers to 24. They've almost dropped 20% as far as power numbers go. At no point has anybody been a steady on-base percentage kind of guy. And when you only have a chance 2 out of 5 days with this rotation the way they have it now, you can't win based off of every once in a while having hot hitting streaks and having 2 pretty decent starting pitchers.
I agree. I mean, the formula we were using to win in the early part of the season was hit home runs and have strong starting pitching. We haven't had strong starting pitching, and we haven't been hitting any home runs here.
But these are droughts. Every team goes through droughts. You take a look at the National League. The Los Angeles Dodgers, they went through a stretch of 42 innings where they didn't even score a run.
But this is 20 innings. If it was a week and a half of time, 20 innings they haven't been able to consistently bat well for contact, for power, or start. They haven't had, how many quality starts have they had in the last 15, 20 innings? They've had Tillman, Maz had one, Chad and Hamill had a couple in there. If you only have a chance 2 out of 5 games, then how does that number even draw out to close to being in the wild card?
I think you have to take a look at the competition that the Orioles have been playing too. When we're facing the Angels, who are just dominant with their starters, the Mets, who have 2 of the greatest pitchers in the game right now, of course the offense is going to struggle. If you take a look at when we play teams like the Mariners, who, let's face it, the Mariners are bums. You know, we want 2 out of 3 from them. The schedule is going to even themselves out.
But that's not we're in the AL East. We're going to be facing top-flight teams the rest of the
Teams like the
season.
Blue Jays, top-flight teams like the Rays, who are injured as hell, top-flight teams like the Red Sox, who can't get
The Red Sox are going to get healthy. The Yankees are very good.
and we're going to get
The
healthy
Rays
too.
have one of the best starting pitching staffs in the American League.
There's no doubt they have the ability to make the playoffs. If either one of the ships. That's the bell. That's the bell.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.